My beloved child, stop everything. Right now. Put the phone down for a second without leaving this message. Take one deep breath and let the noise fall to the floor, because I'm speaking to you, not to the crowd, not to someone out there, but to you. And I did not bring you here by accident. I've seen what you don't post. I've heard the prayers you could barely whisper. I've watched you try to stay strong when your chest felt heavy, when your mind wouldn't quiet down, when you smiled for everyone else and then cried where no one could see. I've counted the nights you stared at the ceiling, wondering if your life would ever change, if the bills would ever stop chasing you, if your heart would ever feel safe again. I saw it all, child, every tear, every sacrifice, every moment you kept going when you wanted to quit, and I need you to hear me clearly. In 2026, I'm going to give back everything you've ever lost. Not the way you expect. Not in the way people promised and failed. Not in a fragile way that can be taken again. I am speaking about restoration with roots. Restoration with strength. Restoration that doesn't crumble the moment the wind blows. I am talking about what was stolen, what slipped away, what you gave to the wrong hands, what you lost while you were trying to survive. I'm talking about time, joy, confidence, opportunities, relationships, health, money, peace, and the version of you that used to believe without flinching. I know you've tried to make sense of it. You replay conversations. You second-guess decisions. You wonder, if I did that differently, would I still have what I lost? But listen to me, because I am not here to shame you. I am here to free you. Some things you lost were not punishment. They were protection. Some doors closed because I refused to let you build your future in a room that was secretly on fire. Some people walked away because they were never assigned to your destiny. Only to your lesson. Some delays happened because if I had given it to you too soon, it would have crushed you. You didn't know what you were asking for. You didn't know what it would require. But I did. And still, I watched you keep your heart tender. Even when you were disappointed, you didn't become cruel. Even when you were betrayed, you didn't become a monster. Even when you were exhausted, you still tried to be kind. That matters. Heaven saw it. And I'm telling you now, I am not ignoring that kind of faithfulness. I am not overlooking that kind of endurance. So stop scrolling through your life like it's already decided. Stop speaking like your best years are behind you. Stop living like you are permanently stuck in the chapter where everything fell apart. Because 2026 is not just another year, it is a turning point. There is a shift I have already set in motion. Pieces are moving that you cannot see yet. People are being repositioned. Opportunities are being prepared. Timing is being aligned. What looks quiet in the natural is active in the spirit. You are not behind. You are not forgotten. You are not disqualified. You are being set up for a comeback that will make you cry happy tears. And I know your heart just reacted to that. Because a part of you wants to believe me, and another part of you is afraid to hope again. That fear is not your wisdom. That fear is your wound talking. You've been disappointed enough times that your mind learned to protect you by expecting less. You call it being realistic, but what it really is self-defense. You don't want to get your hopes up just to watch them break again. But hear me, child. I'm not like people. People forget. I don't. People change their mind. I don't. People say forever and leave. I stay. People make promises when it's convenient and disappear when it costs them something. I'm faithful even when it costs. So when I tell you I'm giving back what you lost, I need you to stop arguing with me in your head. You don't have to know how. You don't have to see the whole map. You only have to take the next step with me. Faith is not pretending you don't feel pain. Faith is choosing to trust my voice more than your fear. And if you can feel this message landing in your spirit, comment 777. Not for superstition, not for performance, but as a simple declaration. God, I receive what you're saying to me. I'm not shutting down anymore. I'm listening. Now listen closely, because I'm going to talk to you about the losses you don't even say out loud. There are things you lost financially, and it has embarrassed you. The debt, the pressure, the notices, the way your stomach tightens when you check your account, the way you calculate and recalculate, trying to make it stretch, the way you've tried to act calm while you're quietly searching for a breakthrough. I saw the moment you realized you couldn't fix it the way you used to. I saw you trying to budget, trying to cut back, trying to be responsible, trying to do everything right. I saw you looking into solutions like debt consolidation, credit repair, improving your credit score, building an online business, finding a better job, asking for a raise, considering real estate, learning about investing, trying to understand retirement planning, trying to figure out how to finally reach financial freedom without losing your soul in the process. And I am telling you, I'm not intimidated by numbers. I don't care how big the balance looks. I don't care how long it has been. I don't care how impossible it seems. I am the one who provides in ways that make no sense on paper. I can open doors that no recruiter can close. I can send clients, contracts, favor, and ideas that multiply. I can give you strategy and discipline, and I can also give you surprise provision that leaves you speechless. But I need you to stop letting panic lead your decisions. Because some of what you lost was caused by fear-driven choices. Not because you're bad, but because you were under pressure. You were trying to survive. You were making moves while your heart was racing. You were saying yes too quickly, trusting too fast, signing things without peace, staying in situations that drained you because you were afraid to start over. In 2026, I am not just restoring your money. I am restoring your wisdom. I am going to teach you how to build in a way that lasts. I am going to help you make decisions with clarity. I'm going to put boundaries in your life that protect your peace. I'm going to shift your mindset from barely getting by to building a legacy. You will not keep repeating the same cycle. You will not keep leaking resources into the wrong places. Some of you have been spending years paying for the consequences of one season of pain. But I am the God of redemption. I can compress time. I can restore what took years to lose. I can rebuild what you thought was permanently broken. And I know this is personal, so let me go deeper. There are relationships you lost that still ache. Someone you loved, someone you trusted, someone you thought would stay. Maybe it was a marriage. Maybe it was family. Maybe it was a friendship that felt like home until it didn't. Maybe it was someone who left without closure, leaving you holding questions like a weight you can't put down. I saw the way you blamed yourself. I saw you wonder if you were too much, not enough, too sensitive, too honest, too forgiving, too loyal. I saw you shrink your heart to avoid getting hurt again. I saw you build walls and call them boundaries, not because you're cold, but because you're tired of bleeding. Child, I'm not here to reopen wounds just to hurt you. I'm here to heal you so deeply that you stop attracting what injures you. In 2026, I'm restoring your ability to love without losing yourself. I am restoring your discernment. I am restoring your voice. I am restoring your standards. I am restoring your joy. And for some of you, yes, I am restoring relationships that should have never fallen apart. Relationships that the enemy attacked because he knew what unity would produce. But for others, I am restoring something even greater than that person. I am restoring you. I am giving you back the confidence you used to have before you begged for basic respect. I am giving you back the peace you had before you started walking on eggshells. I am giving you back the version of you that didn't overthink every text, didn't doubt every smile, didn't feel guilty for needing love. And I know there's someone listening right now who has been carrying a silent grief. You lost someone, maybe through death, maybe through distance, maybe through a decision that still hurts. And every holiday, every birthday, every quiet moment reminds you. You tell people you're okay, but there's a place in you that still reaches for what isn't there. I have not been absent in your sorrow. I was with you in the car when you couldn't stop crying. I was with you in the shower when you tried to be quiet so nobody would hear. I was with you in the grocery store when a simple song turned into a wave of memories. I was with you when you whispered, "God, I don't know how to carry this." And I'm telling you, I will carry it with you. Restoration does not always mean you get the same thing back in the same shape. Sometimes restoration means I return the joy, the meaning, the strength, the purpose that you thought died with what you lost. Sometimes restoration means I take the ashes and turn them into something that still warms you. Now, listen carefully, because the enemy has been watching you, not because you're weak, but because you're dangerous when you believe. He has tried to keep you distracted. He has tried to keep you numb. He has tried to keep you busy enough to ignore your own heart. He has tried to keep you locked in survival mode, because if you ever truly step into your calling, you will break cycles in your family. You will become the proof that healing is real. You will become the person who changes the atmosphere in every room you enter. So he attacked your sleep. He attacked your mind. He attacked your focus. He sent confusion. He sent delay. He sent people who looked like blessing but carried poison in their hands. But I have been guarding you even when you didn't realize it. Some of the rejection you cried over was me rescuing you. Some of the closed doors were me saying, "Not that way, not with them, not at that cost." Some of the endings were me cutting off what was slowly killing you. And because you didn't see the trap, you thought you were being abandoned. You weren't. You were being protected. So when I say 2026 is the year I give back everything you lost, I need you to understand something. This is not a random promise. This is a prophetic correction. This is me restoring the balance. This is me honoring your endurance. This is me repaying what the enemy tried to steal. You're about to step into a season of breakthrough that doesn't just excite you, it stabilizes you. A season where your home feels peaceful again. A season where your heart stops racing over every little thing. A season where your finances begin to breathe. Where you stop living under constant pressure, where you can plan, save, invest wisely, where you make moves that build real security, the kind of security that makes you think about life insurance, health coverage, protecting your family, building a future that isn't fragile. Not because you're afraid, but because you're finally thinking long term, because I am shifting you from surviving to building. And I need you to do one thing right now, before your mind tries to talk you out of this moment. Hit the like button if you're receiving this message. Not for vanity, not for hype, but as an act of agreement. Because when you agree with my truth, you strengthen your spirit against the lies that have been tormenting you. Now I'm going to speak directly to the part of you that feels tired. You've been strong for too long. You've been the one who holds it together, the one who shows up, the one who figures it out, the one who keeps the peace, the one who checks on everyone else, even when you're the one falling apart inside. I see the weight you carry, and I'm not asking you to carry it alone anymore. In 2026, you will not have to force everything. I am going to bring you divine help, not just spiritual comfort, but practical support. People with integrity, opportunities with stability, open doors that don't require you to beg. Provision that doesn't come with humiliation. Relationships where you don't have to chase love. Work that honors you. Connections that align with your destiny. But I need you to prepare your heart, because when restoration comes, it can feel unfamiliar. You are used to disappointment, so peace feels suspicious. You are used to chaos, so quiet feels empty. You are used to being let down, so consistency feels too good to be true. That's why you must be renewed. Because I am not bringing you back to who you were before you broke. I am bringing you forward into who you were always meant to become. You're not going back. You're rising. And there's something else I must tell you, because this is the part many people miss. Restoration is not just something I do around you. It is something I do within you. I'm restoring your identity. I'm restoring your courage. I'm restoring your discipline. I'm restoring your voice. I'm restoring your faith, not the shaky kind that depends on perfect circumstances, but the steady kind that stands up in the storm and says, God is still God, and my destiny is still mine. So don't you dare talk yourself out of what I'm about to do. Don't you dare say, it's too late for me. Don't you dare say, I missed my chance. Don't you dare say, people like me don't get that kind of life. Those words are not humility. They are agreement with a lie. And today, I am breaking that agreement. I am placing a new confession in your mouth. I am placing a new fire in your spirit. I am placing a new vision in your heart. And I am calling you to move like someone who is about to be restored. Even if you don't see it yet, start preparing for it. Start clearing what no longer fits. Start releasing what keeps you stuck. Start saying no to what drains you. Start building habits that support the future you keep praying for. Because I will not pour new wine into old skins. I will not send new blessings into old chaos. I will not give you overflow if you keep living with leaks. This is the season to heal. This is the season to rebuild. This is the season to become consistent. This is the season to stop entertaining distractions that steal your focus and your peace. Because the moment you get close to your breakthrough, the enemy will try to rush you, tempt you, exhaust you, offend you, or pull you into unnecessary conflict. Don't take the bait. You have bigger things coming. There is a phone call coming that changes your direction. There is an email coming that opens a door. There is an idea coming that becomes income. There is a connection coming that becomes partnership. There is a yes coming that replaces 10 painful no's. There is a check coming. There is a contract coming. There is a promotion coming. There is a door coming that leads to the kind of stability you've only dreamed about. But you must stay close. You must stay grounded. You must stay aligned. Because some of you have been praying for financial freedom while refusing to let me heal your relationship with money. You've been asking for more while still believing deep down that you don't deserve it. You've been wanting abundance while carrying guilt every time you think about receiving. Child, I do not bless you to ruin you. I bless you to establish you. I bless you to free you. I bless you to make you a blessing. So I'm going to teach you how to receive without fear, how to steward without anxiety, how to grow without losing your soul, how to build wealth with wisdom, how to make decisions with peace, how to protect what I give you. And yes, I am going to expose what has been draining you. Some leaks are obvious, like overspending, impulsive decisions, or trying to impress people who don't even care about you. But some leaks are hidden, like people-pleasing, guilt, procrastination, and staying connected to relationships that constantly cost you emotionally. In 2026, I'm closing the holes. I'm sealing the cracks. I'm restoring your foundation, so when the blessing comes, it stays. Now, comment 777 if you are ready to stop surviving and start building, because this is your confirmation. You are not going into 2026 the same way you went into the years that broke you. You're going into 2026 with heaven backing you. You're going into 2026 with clarity. You're going into 2026 with courage. You're going into 2026 with a new level of favor. And I know some of you are thinking, but God, I've heard promises before. Yes, you have. And people failed you. But I am not a man that I should lie. I do not tease you with hope and then abandon you in the dark. When I speak, I move. When I promise, I perform. When I begin, I finish. So let me speak to the places you feel the most impossible. Let me speak to your health. Let me speak to your mind. Let me speak to your anxiety. Let me speak to the panic that hits you for no reason. Let me speak to the heaviness that tries to sit on your chest when you're alone. Let me speak to the cycles of overthinking, the fear of the future, the trauma that keeps replaying. I am not just restoring your circumstances. I am restoring your nervous system. I am restoring your mind. I am restoring your ability to rest without guilt. I am restoring your ability to wake up and feel hope again. For some of you, your healing will be sudden. For others, it will be a steady rebuilding, like a sunrise that happens quietly until suddenly the whole sky is bright. But either way, it will be real. And I am also speaking to the person who feels like you lost yourself. You used to feel passionate. You used to feel excited. You used to dream. You used to create. You used to believe life could be beautiful. Then life hit you. Responsibility hit you. Betrayal hit you. Loss hit you. And you went into survival mode, and you stopped recognizing your own voice. Child, I am giving you back your fire, not reckless fire, holy fire, fire that refines you, fire that focuses you, fire that makes you get up again, fire that makes you stop settling, fire that makes you stop shrinking, fire that makes you stop apologizing for the gifts I put inside you. Because you are not just here to pay bills and endure pain. You are here on assignment, and in 2026, I am going to make it clearer than ever. Your purpose will not be hidden much longer. Your path will not be confusing much longer. The fog is lifting, the heaviness is breaking, the delay is ending, and I know you want a timeline. You want exact details. You want to know the day and the hour. But faith doesn't need full visibility to obey. Faith needs a voice, and my voice is telling you now, get ready to receive, get ready to rebuild, get ready to forgive, get ready to move, get ready to outgrow what used to limit you, get ready to walk away from what keeps you small, get ready to stop negotiating with your calling. Because I'm about to answer prayers you forgot you prayed. I am about to return opportunities you thought were gone forever. I am about to restore years that looked wasted. I'm about to bring back laughter in your home. I'm about to bring back peace in your heart. I'm about to bring back stability in your finances. I'm about to bring back honor to your name. And the people who counted you out will not recognize you. Not because you became arrogant, but because I restored you so fully that your whole life becomes a testimony. Now stay with me, because I'm not finished speaking. In the next part of this message, I'm going to tell you what to do when the doors start opening, how to protect your breakthrough, and how to recognize the signs I'm sending so you don't miss what I'm about to release over your life. Because when I begin to move, it can feel fast. And if you're not anchored, you will mistake acceleration for chaos. So listen, when the doors start opening, the first thing I want you to do is slow your spirit down. Not your actions, your spirit. Because you can be moving forward and still be mentally frantic, and that frantic energy will make you choose the wrong thing just because it arrived at the right time. Timing without peace is still a trap. I'm going to give you options, and some of them will look good. Some will even look like the answer. But not everything that glitters is assigned. Not everything that arrives is mine. Some opportunities are tests disguised as gifts. Some invitations are distractions wearing a suit. Some offers are bait covered in honey. So here's how you'll know it's me. When it's me, it won't require you to betray who you are to receive it. When it's me, you won't have to beg for clarity. When it's me, you'll feel steady, even if you're nervous. When it's me, you'll still be you, just upgraded. You have been trained by survival to grab what you can, to move quickly, to secure anything that looks like relief. But in 2026, I am teaching you to move like royalty, not like desperation. You don't snatch, you discern, you don't chase, you align, you don't panic, you pray, you don't take shortcuts, you take steps. Because what I am sending is not just blessing, it is assignment, and assignment comes with responsibility. For some of you, the moment you get momentum, people will reappear. Old connections, old flames, old friends, old family members. People who didn't check on you when you were drowning will suddenly remember your name when you start rising. They'll message you with warmth. They'll compliment you. They'll say, "I always believed in you." But I need you to pay attention, not to their words, but to their fruit. Because in the season of restoration, I will also restore your ability to recognize patterns. You will stop confusing familiarity with safety. You will stop calling chaos chemistry. You will stop inviting people into your life just because they're lonely. Some of you have been so hungry for connection that you kept feeding relationships that never fed you back. You kept pouring into people who only showed up when they needed something. You kept forgiving without requiring change. You kept reopening doors that I already closed for your protection. In 2026, I am not only restoring what you lost, I am restoring your standards so you stop losing it again. So when someone returns, you will not be rude, but you will be wise. You will be kind, but you will be clear. You will be gracious, but you will be grounded. Because your peace is expensive, it cost you too much to rebuild it, and I did not heal you just for you to hand your heart back to the same hands that broke it. Now hear me, because I'm about to speak to the way I will bless you. I will not always bless you in one dramatic moment. Sometimes I will bless you through systems, through structure, through routine, through daily discipline, through the kind of consistent obedience that doesn't look spiritual to people, but looks like wisdom in heaven. Some of you are waiting for a miracle, and I am saying the miracle is the plan I'm about to give you. The miracle is the schedule you're about to commit to. The miracle is the habit you're about to build. The miracle is the boundary you're about to set. The miracle is the no you're about to say. The miracle is the boring step you've been avoiding because it doesn't feel exciting. Because I am not just trying to get you out of trouble. I'm trying to keep you out of trouble. So I will give you strategy. I will show you where you've been leaking time, energy, and money. I will show you which conversations are draining you. I will show you what you keep entertaining that keeps your mind cloudy. I will show you the difference between rest and avoidance. I will show you the difference between being patient and being passive. I will show you the difference between faith and fantasy. And for some of you, that will be the biggest restoration of all. You're going to finally see clearly. You've been living in a fog. You've been emotionally exhausted. You've been spiritually distracted. You've been mentally scattered. And you called it just life. But it has been warfare. Because if the enemy can't destroy you, he will try to drain you. He will try to keep you busy with noise so you never hear my instructions. He will try to keep you reactive so you never become intentional. He will try to keep you entertained so you never become disciplined. But in 2026, your focus is coming back. Your mental clarity is coming back. Your ability to concentrate is coming back. Your desire to build is coming back. You are not going to be the same person who kept starting and stopping. You are not going to be the same person who kept doubting yourself at the first sign of discomfort. You are not going to be the same person who let a bad day talk you out of a good destiny, because I am strengthening you from the inside, and I will also change the way you measure progress. Some of you have been discouraged because you think you need a huge leap to prove that I am working, but I'm telling you, I'm going to train your eyes to notice the small wins that signal a big shift. The day you wake up and your chest feels lighter. The day you laugh and it's real. The day you say no without guilt. The day you stop checking your phone hoping someone validates you. The day you finish something you used to procrastinate. The day you go for a walk instead of spiraling. The day you forgive yourself. The day you look in the mirror and you don't criticize, you breathe. Those are not small things. Those are spiritual milestones, and they are evidence that restoration is already happening. Now let me speak to the person who feels like you lost time. You look back and you think, I wasted years. I should be further. I should have done more. I should have started earlier. You see other people posting achievements, building businesses, traveling, buying homes, getting married, and you feel like you're late. Child, you are not late. You are seasoned. You are refined. You are carrying wisdom you could not have gained any other way. And listen carefully, because this will set you free. I am not intimidated by the calendar. I can accelerate you. I can make 1 year produce what took others 5. I can connect you to the right people quickly. I can open doors that collapse distance. I can drop insight into your mind that saves you from years of mistakes. I can give you favor that moves you past gatekeepers. I can redeem what looks like lost time and turn it into a testimony of timing. So stop mourning the version of you who didn't know what you know now. That version did the best they could with what they had. And I am not asking you to go back and fix the past. I'm asking you to take what you learned and build the future. Because in 2026, you're going to see something that will shock you. You're going to realize that some of the delays were not delays. They were preparation. You were being strengthened. You were being taught. You were being corrected. You were being positioned. And now you are stepping into a lane that fits you. A lane where you don't have to pretend. A lane where you don't have to perform. A lane where you can be excellent without being exhausted. A lane where your gifts are valued. A lane where your work actually pays you what you're worth. A lane where the right kind of success finds you. And yes, some of you are going to experience restoration in your career in a way that feels like a movie. You will get the interview you didn't think you'd get. You will get the offer that makes you sit down. You will get the client that changes your income. You will get the contract that gives you stability. You will get the idea that becomes a brand. You will finally understand marketing, branding, lead generation, high-ticket sales, SEO, digital products, passive income, affiliate marketing, business coaching, personal finance, wealth management, and the kind of smart money moves you thought were for other people. But I need you to remember, money is a tool, not a throne. Do not let the blessing become your identity. Do not let the increase become your addiction. Do not let the applause become your compass. Because what I'm giving you is meant to serve your purpose, not replace it. And that's why I'm going to restore your heart first. Because some of you have been wounded by poverty, not just financially, but mentally. You learned to hoard. You learned to fear spending. You learned to feel guilty for enjoying life. You learned to think every good moment will be taken away. But I am teaching you a new language. I am teaching you how to trust again, how to plan without anxiety, how to save without fear, how to invest without obsession, how to give without resentment, how to receive without shame. Because in 2026, you will not just have more, you will be more. More peaceful, more steady, more clear, more confident, more emotionally mature, more spiritually grounded, more disciplined, more joyful. Now listen, because there's another sign I will send you, and this one is subtle. I will start removing your taste for what used to entertain you. Some of you will notice it first in what you tolerate. You will stop laughing at things that are dark. You will stop enjoying conversations that tear people down. You will stop being able to sit in spaces that feel shallow. You will stop craving attention. You will stop needing validation. You will stop wanting to prove yourself. You will start craving quiet. You will start craving growth. You will start craving truth. You will start craving a clean heart. And you might think something is wrong because you feel different. But nothing is wrong. I am upgrading your appetite. Because where I'm taking you, you cannot be fueled by what used to feed you. And that's why I'm going to help you detox. Detox from comparison. Detox from people-pleasing. Detox from toxic romance. Detox from drama. Detox from the need to always be right. Detox from the habit of self-sabotage. Detox from the fear of being alone. Because some of you kept the wrong people just to avoid loneliness, but they made you feel lonelier than being alone ever did. In 2026, I'm going to make solitude sacred for you. You will stop calling it lonely. You will call it alignment. Because when you are aligned, you stop begging for crumbs. You stop chasing what's not yours. You stop settling for half-love. You stop negotiating your worth. You stop entertaining confusion. You stop losing sleep over people who don't even carry your heart with care. And that is restoration. Now, I'm going to warn you, gently, because you need to be ready for this. When I start restoring you, some people will be uncomfortable with the new you. Not because you changed for the worse, but because you changed for the better. They were used to you being available. They were used to you being flexible. They were used to you saying yes. They were used to you over-explaining. They were used to you apologizing for having needs. They were used to you shrinking so they could feel big. So when you start standing tall, they will call it attitude. When you start having boundaries, they will call it selfish. When you start protecting your peace, they will call it cold. But don't let their discomfort make you betray your growth. You are not being rude. You are being healed. And healed people don't negotiate with disrespect. Healed people don't tolerate inconsistency. Healed people don't stay in places that keep triggering old wounds. Healed people choose peace even when it costs them popularity. So if you feel people pulling away as you rise, don't panic. Sometimes separation is confirmation. Sometimes distance is deliverance. Sometimes I remove them because I refuse to let them drain what I'm building in you. Now stay close, because I'm going to talk to you about the moment you've been waiting for, and it's not what you think. Some of you keep thinking restoration is going to feel like fireworks. You think the breakthrough will come with loud celebration, instant clarity, instant confidence. But often, restoration begins like a whisper. It begins with a thought that won't leave you alone. It begins with a gentle conviction. It begins with a desire to clean up what you've been ignoring. It begins with the courage to send one email, to make one call, to submit one application, to start one course, to open one account, to create one plan, to walk into one room even though you're nervous, to tell the truth one time, to admit you need help, to go to therapy, to get coaching, to finally address your mental health, your stress, your anxiety, your trauma, your healing journey. And the world might not clap for those steps, but heaven does. Because those steps are the doorway to everything you've been praying for. And that's why I'm telling you, don't despise small beginnings. Small beginnings are how I build strong endings. Now for some of you, I'm going to restore your voice in a way that changes your life. You have been silenced. You've been talked over. You've been dismissed. You've been made to feel like your thoughts don't matter. You've been made to feel like your emotions are too much. You've been made to feel like you're difficult for asking for basic respect. But I'm giving you back your voice. You're going to speak with authority. You're going to communicate clearly. You're going to stop apologizing for being honest. You are going to stop shrinking your needs to keep others comfortable. And when you speak, the right people will listen. And when the wrong people leave, you will not beg them to stay, because in 2026, you will understand something that you never fully understood before. You are not here to be accepted by everyone. You're here to be aligned with my will. Alignment is more valuable than approval. Peace is more valuable than popularity. Purpose is more valuable than attention. And when you embrace that, your life changes. Now I'm going to speak to the person who has been living with shame. You did things you regret. You trusted the wrong person. You made decisions out of pain. You stayed too long. You left too soon. You spent money you shouldn't have spent. You said words you wish you could take back. You lost control of your emotions. You let yourself down, and you've been punishing yourself quietly, even while you smile in public. Child, listen to me. Shame is not your teacher. Shame is your prison. Conviction is gentle and leads you forward. Shame is harsh and keeps you stuck. So in 2026, one of the first things I'm restoring is your innocence. Not that you never made mistakes, but that you stopped carrying them like a life sentence. I'm giving you permission to forgive yourself. I'm giving you permission to start again. I'm giving you permission to not be who you were in that season. I am giving you permission to grow. Because I do not want you dragging old guilt into new blessing. I do not want you holding your head down while I'm trying to lift your life up. So you will release it. One layer at a time. One confession at a time. One choice at a time. And as you do, you will feel lighter, not because everything is perfect, but because you are no longer carrying what was never meant to stay on you. Now I need you to understand this next part, because it will protect you. When restoration begins, the enemy often sends counterfeits. A counterfeit relationship, a counterfeit opportunity, a counterfeit quick win. Something that looks like what you prayed for, but it's missing one thing: my peace. It will come with urgency. It will come with pressure. It will come with manipulation. It will come with confusion. It will come with that tight feeling in your chest that you've ignored before. But in 2026, you will not ignore it. You will not call anxiety excitement. You will not call pressure passion. You will not call obsession love. You will not call chaos fate. You will trust the warning. You will trust the check in your spirit. You will trust the wisdom I am restoring in you, and this is how you will protect what I give you. Not by being paranoid, by being present, not by isolating, by being intentional, not by controlling everything, by staying connected to me. Because the safest place you can be is in alignment with my voice. Now, let me speak to the people who are called to build something big. Some of you have a vision that scares you. You want to launch a business. You want to create content. You want to write the book. You want to start the channel. You want to speak. You want to coach. You want to teach. You want to lead. But fear keeps saying, "Who do you think you are?" And the truth is, you've been through enough that you could be powerful, but you've also been through enough that you learned to hide. You learned to play small. You learned to be the safe version of yourself. So no one criticizes you, so no one leaves, so no one laughs. But in 2026, I am restoring your boldness. You will stop waiting for perfect. You will stop waiting for everyone to agree. You will stop waiting until you feel ready, because you are not going to be ready first. You're going to be obedient first, and as you move, confidence will catch up. As you practice, skill will grow. As you show up, doors will open. As you stay consistent, your audience will find you. As you stay aligned, your provision will follow. And I'm going to make sure you have what you need, not always what you want, what you need. Because what you need will build you. What you want might spoil you. So don't compare your beginning to someone else's middle. Don't compare your seed to someone else's harvest. Your story is being written with precision. Now, if this message is speaking to you, I want you to do one thing that will strengthen your faith. Subscribe to this channel so you don't miss what I'm releasing through these messages. Because what I'm building in you isn't a moment, it's a movement. Now stay here. Because I'm going to take you into something deeper. Restoration is not only about what you get back, it is also about what you finally stop tolerating. Some of you have been tolerating internal chaos. You've been tolerating negative self-talk. You've been tolerating a lifestyle that keeps you tired. You've been tolerating a sleep schedule that destroys your energy. You've been tolerating addiction to scrolling. You've been tolerating distractions that steal your time. You've been tolerating relationships that keep you emotionally unstable. But in 2026, your tolerance for dysfunction will drop. And your appetite for excellence will rise. You will start choosing the hard right over the easy wrong. You will start choosing discipline over impulse. You will start choosing purpose over comfort. You will start choosing long-term peace over short-term pleasure. And people will notice. They'll say you changed. And you will say, yes, I did. Because I refused to die slowly in a life I was never meant to live. Now let me show you another sign. In 2026, I will begin to restore your environment. You've been in spaces that feel heavy. Your room, your home, your car, your workspace, your circle, and you didn't realize how much your environment has been affecting your spirit. But I'm going to stir a desire in you to clean, to organize, to declutter, to simplify, to create order. Not because you're trying to be perfect, but because you're creating room. room for peace, room for creativity, room for focus, room for new ideas, room for new habits, room for new relationships, room for new opportunities. Some of you will literally move. A new city, a new neighborhood, a new home, a new office, and you will think it's just practical, but it will also be prophetic, because I will shift you physically to match what I'm shifting spiritually. And as you move, your mind will clear, your heart will open, your energy will return, and what used to feel stuck will start flowing again. Now, I'm going to talk to you about the restoration that will surprise you the most. Joy. Not fake joy, not I'm fine joy. Real joy, the kind that hits you in the middle of an ordinary day, the kind that makes you smile for no reason, the kind that makes you dance in your kitchen, the kind that makes you sing in your car, the kind that makes you laugh until your stomach hurts. Because some of you have forgotten what it feels like to be light. You've been carrying responsibility like a backpack you never take off. But I am restoring your ability to enjoy life without guilt. I am restoring your childlike wonder. I am restoring your playfulness. I am restoring your creativity. I am restoring your laughter. And when that joy returns, you will realize something powerful. You were never meant to live life in constant tension. You are meant to live with me. Now keep listening, because in the next portion of this message, I'm going to reveal the specific ways I will confirm your restoration in real time, the patterns you'll recognize, the doors you'll feel drawn to, and the inner signals that will guide you step by step so you don't miss the exact moment everything you lost starts showing up again. Again. Not as a tease, not as a vague someday, but as real evidence you can point to and say, that was God. So I'm going to give you the confirmations, and they will come in layers. The first confirmation will be internal before it is external. You will feel a quiet certainty rise in you for no logical reason. Not hype, not adrenaline, not an emotional spike that crashes the next morning. A steady knowing, a calm resolve, a sense that you don't need to convince anyone anymore. You will notice that the things that used to trigger you don't hook you the same way. The same words will be spoken, but they won't pierce you. The same situation will appear, but it won't control you. And you will realize something has changed. You are no longer easily shaken. That is the first sign, because I restore your roots before I restore your fruit. And when your roots are healed, your life begins to hold weight. The second confirmation will be relational. Pay attention to who suddenly becomes honest around you. Pay attention to who feels exposed without you saying a word. Pay attention to who starts acting strange when you start getting healthy. Because when you begin to carry my peace, it confronts people who thrive on chaos. Some will rise with you, some will resist you, some will try to pull you back into the old version of you so they can feel comfortable. But in 2026, you will not fold just to keep the room quiet. You will not shrink just to keep people close. You will not betray your healing just to avoid conflict. You will choose truth over familiarity. And that choice will open doors you didn't even know existed. Now, here is the third confirmation, and it will feel almost too specific. I will confirm restoration through patterns of timing. You will think of someone and they will call. You will pray about something and you will see the answer within 24 hours. You will ask for direction and you will hear the same phrase from 3 different places. You will be wondering whether to move forward and you will get an unexpected green light, an unexpected approval, an unexpected yes that makes you pause. Not because you're shocked by the yes, because you're shocked by how clean it feels. No manipulation, no drama, no twisting your arm, just clarity, just alignment, just favor. And you will know it's me, because it will feel like a door opening without you having to break it down. Now, the fourth confirmation will come through what I remove. This one is not always celebrated at first. Because sometimes I restore you by taking things away. I will remove your tolerance for what drains you. I will remove your appetite for late-night spirals. I will remove your desire to prove yourself to people who are committed to misunderstanding you. I will remove the need to explain your boundaries. I will remove the obsession with checking who viewed your story, who liked your post, who did not call back. I will remove the craving for approval that has made you compromise. And for some of you, I will remove an entire connection, a person you kept hoping would change, a relationship that kept you in emotional debt, a dynamic that made you feel addicted, not loved. And when I remove it, you will grieve. But it will be clean grief, not despair. It will be the kind of grief that feels like detox, painful but freeing, because you're releasing what was poisoning you slowly. And after that release, you will breathe again. That is restoration. Now, the fifth confirmation will be tangible. I will begin to restore through unusual provision. Not always huge at first, but undeniable. A bill gets handled in a way you didn't expect. A fee gets waived. A refund arrives. An old account gets resolved. A job lead comes from someone you never thought would help you. A client appears that respects your time and pays what you're worth. An idea comes to you that becomes income, and I need you to understand something about this. I can bless you through normal channels, and I can bless you through supernatural channels. I can bless you through your work, and I can bless you through favor. I can bless you through consistency, and I can bless you through surprise. But either way, it will carry one signature. It will bring relief without stealing your peace. Because what I'm giving you in 2026 is not just money. It is breathing room. It is stability. It is a new foundation. It is a way out of the cycle where you keep barely catching up. And yes, some of you will step into the kind of stability where you can finally plan like a builder, where you can think about your savings account without anxiety, where you can learn about investing without fear, where you can make wise decisions around your mortgage, your credit, your insurance, your financial planning, where you stop living like one emergency could ruin you. Because I am raising you into security, not just financial security, emotional security, spiritual security, the kind of security that makes you stand taller because you finally trust your life again. Now the sixth confirmation will come through your body. Some of you have been living in fight or flight for years. Your shoulders have been tight. Your stomach has been unsettled. Your jaw has been clenched. Your sleep has been broken. Your mind has been racing. And you have been calling it normal. But it was not normal. It was you carrying what you were never meant to carry. So in 2026, you will start noticing something. Your body will begin to exhale. You will sleep deeper. You will wake up less afraid. Your appetite will normalize. Your breathing will slow down. Your heart rate will stop spiking at every notification. And when that happens, you will realize the restoration is not only happening around you, it is happening within you. And you will protect that. You will stop letting chaos have access to you. You will stop letting every phone call interrupt your peace. You will stop letting every opinion enter your spirit. You will stop letting toxic energy rent space in your mind. Because you will finally understand that peace is not a luxury, it is a weapon. Now the seventh confirmation will come through desire. You will want different things. You will want clean love. You will want honest friendships. You will want stable partnerships. You will want a home that feels safe. You will want a life that isn't built on adrenaline. You will want to be consistent. You will want to be disciplined. You will want to build. And here is the key. You will stop craving rescue, and you will start craving responsibility, not the heavy kind that crushes you, the holy kind that strengthens you, the kind that makes you proud of yourself again, the kind that makes you say, I'm not waiting to be saved, I'm partnering with God to build. If you feel that shift happening in you, comment 777, because that is not random. That is a sign that I am rewiring your appetite. Now, listen closely, because this next part is for the person who keeps missing moments. You keep saying you want change, but you keep postponing action. You keep praying for a new season, but you keep clinging to old routines. So I'm going to show you how to recognize the moment your restoration arrives. It will not always come with a loud announcement. Sometimes it will come as an interruption, a sudden urge to apply, a sudden push to clean your space, a sudden conviction to stop talking to someone, a sudden desire to start learning something new, a sudden clarity that you can't keep living the same way. Do not ignore that. That is not just a thought. That is instruction. And when I give instruction, it is not to control you. It is to guide you, because I can see what you can't see. I can see the consequence of another year of delay. I can see the outcome of a decision made in fear. I can see the trap behind a pretty invitation. I can see the blessing behind a difficult obedience. So when I nudge you, move. Not perfectly, but sincerely. Not dramatically, but consistently. Because your life will not change with one emotional moment. It will change with 100 small obedient choices that stack up into a new identity. Now I'm going to speak to the ones I'm restoring publicly. Some of you have been hidden, not because you're forgotten, because you are being formed. You are being trained in private. You are being strengthened where nobody clapped. You are being purified where nobody watched. And you thought it meant you were behind, but it meant you were protected, because not everyone needs access to your becoming. Not everyone deserves front row seats to your healing. So in 2026, when I begin to elevate you, it will not be because you begged for attention. It will be because you built integrity, and people will notice. Not because you are loud, because you are solid. They will trust you, they will respect you, they will want what you carry. And I'm going to warn you with love. With elevation comes invitation, and not every invitation is alignment. Some invitations are distraction, some platforms are traps, some rooms are expensive. They will cost you your peace. They will cost you your family. They will cost you your values. They will cost you your soul. So you will not chase stages. You will chase obedience, because I can promote you without you compromising. I can expand you without you losing yourself. I can increase you without you becoming empty. And I will. Now, here is a confirmation that many people miss. In 2026, you will start getting bored with what used to break you. The drama will feel childish. The manipulation will feel obvious. The mixed signals will feel exhausting. The hot and cold energy will feel repulsive. And you will not even feel proud of walking away. You will feel normal. You will feel calm. You will feel like you finally grew up emotionally. And that is one of the greatest restorations. Because when you stop being entertained by dysfunction, you stop being trapped by it. Now, let me speak to the restoration of your time. You have felt like life has been stolen from you. But I am telling you, I am going to give you back time in a new way. Not by turning the clock backward, by teaching you how to live forward without waste. You will stop overcommitting. You will stop saying yes out of guilt. You will stop spending hours on conversations that go nowhere. You will stop being available to people who treat your time like it is cheap. You will start building a calendar that reflects your priorities. You will start protecting your mornings. You will start taking your goals seriously. You will start showing up for yourself. And as you do, you will feel something return. Your momentum. Your life will begin to move again. And when momentum returns, opportunities start finding you. Because disciplined people become visible to favor. Now, I'm going to take you deeper, because some of you are going to experience restoration through education. Yes, you heard me. Education, not just degrees, not just school. Wisdom, skill, understanding. In 2026, I will lead you to knowledge that changes your income. A course, a mentor, a book, a community, a training, a certification, a new skill set. Some of you will learn how to negotiate. how to communicate, how to sell, how to build credit wisely, how to reduce debt, how to create a budget that actually works, how to start a business the right way, how to protect yourself legally, how to build contracts, how to understand taxes, how to structure a brand, how to run ads without wasting money, how to build systems, how to create a funnel, how to convert attention into income, how to think like an owner instead of an employee. And the reason this is restoration is because you will stop feeling powerless. You will stop feeling at the mercy of life. You will start feeling capable again, and capability changes everything. Now hear me, because I'm going to talk about a restoration that will feel like revenge, but it is not revenge. It is vindication. Some people misjudged you. They assumed you were weak because you were quiet. They assumed you were done because you were tired. They assumed you were falling apart because you went silent. They assumed your delay meant you lacked favor. But in 2026, I will show them that your silence was not defeat. It was preparation, and you will not have to prove anything. Your life will speak. Your peace will speak. Your glow will speak. Your consistency will speak. Your results will speak. And the most powerful part is this: you will not even be angry anymore. You will be free, because the need to be understood by the wrong people will die in you. And when that dies, you become unstoppable. Now, I need you to prepare for this moment, because this is where many people fumble restoration. When the blessing starts coming, you will be tempted to rush. You will be tempted to tell everyone. You will be tempted to over-explain. You will be tempted to celebrate too early in rooms that don't protect you. But in 2026, you will learn something. Some things are sacred until they are stable. Some blessings need to mature in private. Some doors need to be walked through quietly. Some relationships need to be protected from public opinion. Some plans need to be built before they are announced. So I will teach you to move in silence again, but not the silence of depression, the silence of wisdom, the silence of focus, the silence of builders. And the people who need to know will know, because I will connect you to them. Now let me speak to the ones who are called to love again. Some of you shut your heart down. You told yourself you were done. You said, "I'll never trust again." But I am not restoring you to be isolated. I am restoring you to be whole, and a whole heart can love without losing itself. So in 2026, I will bring you a different kind of connection, not someone who triggers your anxiety, someone who brings you peace, not someone who keeps you guessing, someone who is consistent, not someone who loves you in words and disappears in action, someone who shows up, someone who communicates, someone who respects your boundaries, someone who honors your time, someone who is emotionally mature enough to do the work, and you will be able to recognize it because you won't feel addicted. You will feel safe, you will feel steady, you will feel seen, and that will be unfamiliar at first, because your nervous system has been trained on chaos. But I will help you adjust. I will teach you how to receive healthy love, how to stop searching for hidden meaning, how to stop expecting abandonment, how to stop sabotaging stability, because you are not being restored to repeat old pain in a new outfit. You are being restored to build something new. Now, stay with me, because I'm going to give you another confirmation, and this one will be loud. In 2026, certain doors will open with speed that feels unreal. Things you thought would take years will happen in months. Things you thought would take months will happen in weeks. Things you thought would take weeks will happen in days. And the reason it will feel so fast is because you've already paid for it in the hidden season. You've already cried for it. You've already prayed for it. You've already endured for it. You've already learned lessons the hard way. So when the acceleration comes, it is not random. It is reward. It is redemption. It is me saying, you are ready. And when that acceleration happens, you will need one thing above everything else. You will need to stay grounded, because speed without grounding can create arrogance, and arrogance can destroy what favor built. So I will keep you humble. not humiliated. Humble. I will keep you grateful. I will keep you teachable. I will keep you prayerful. I will keep you aligned, because the goal of restoration is not to impress people. It is to establish you. Now I'm going to speak to the person who has been fighting an invisible battle with your mind. You've been trying to be strong, but thoughts have been loud. Thoughts of fear, thoughts of not being good enough, thoughts of, what if it doesn't work? Thoughts of, what if I lose it again? Thoughts of, what if I fail? And you have been trying to fight thoughts with willpower. But I am giving you a new weapon in 2026. Truth, not motivational quotes that fade. Truth that anchors you. Truth that interrupts spirals. Truth that gives you language to stand up to what's been tormenting you, and you will start speaking differently. Instead of, I can't, you will say, I'm learning. Instead of, it's over, you will say, it's unfolding. Instead of, I'm behind, you will say, I'm being positioned. Instead of, I always lose, you will say, I am being restored. And the more you speak my truth, the less power the lie will have. Now, I need to tell you this, because it will protect you on the days you don't feel strong. Some days in 2026, you will still feel tired. Not because restoration is failing, because growth is real. Builders get tired, soldiers get tired, healers get tired. But tired is not the same as defeated. So on tired days, do not quit. On tired days, simplify. On tired days, return to the basics. Drink water, eat something nourishing, clean one small area, take one walk, make one call you've been avoiding, pray one honest prayer, do one task, not 10, 1. Because consistency will carry you when emotion doesn't. And in 2026, consistency is going to be one of your biggest miracles. Now let me show you one more confirmation that many people overlook. You will begin to feel an unusual boldness to ask for what you deserve, to ask for clarity, to ask for accountability, to ask for the raise, to ask for the rate you've been undercharging, to ask for respect, to ask for commitment, to ask for better. You will stop hinting. You will stop hoping people read your mind. You will stop accepting maybe when you need yes. And you will not ask from insecurity. You will ask from identity, because you finally know who you are. And when you know who you are, you stop negotiating with what is beneath you. Now keep listening, because there are specific signs I will place in your everyday life, simple moments that will feel ordinary to others, but sacred to you. And each one will be a breadcrumb leading you directly into the restoration you've been waiting for. Leading you directly into the restoration you've been waiting for, and you won't have to force it, because when it's me, it flows. When it's me, it aligns. When it's me, it builds you instead of breaking you. And that's why I want you to end this message with your spirit anchored, not just emotionally moved. So right now, take a breath again. Let your shoulders drop. Let your jaw unclench. Let your mind stop racing for a moment. Because I want you to remember what you felt while listening. That warmth, that quiet strength, that sense of being seen. That is not random. That is me reminding you that you are not alone. You have been carrying the weight of what if for too long. What if it never changes? What if you never recover? What if you never get back what you lost? What if you wasted your best years? What if you're too far behind? But in 2026, I am replacing what if with watch me. Watch me restore what you thought was gone forever. Watch me return what the enemy tried to bury. Watch me heal what you thought would always ache. Watch me rebuild what you thought was permanently broken. Watch me bring you into a season that makes the pain make sense. Not because pain was good, but because I am God, and I do not waste what you survive. Some of you have been waiting for a sign, and this message is that sign. Some of you have been asking for confirmation, and this is your confirmation. Some of you have been begging for hope, and I am putting it back in your chest right now. But hope is not meant to sit in your heart like a pretty idea. Hope is fuel. Hope is strength. Hope is the reason you get up tomorrow and try again. So I need you to make a decision as this video ends. Not a loud decision, a real one. A decision that says, I will not go back to the old mindset. I will not go back to self-sabotage. I will not go back to shrinking. I will not go back to begging for crumbs. I will not go back to tolerating what drains me. I will not go back to agreeing with the lie. Because you are not who you were in the season where you lost everything. You are not who you were when you were broken. You are not who you were when you were trying to survive. You are becoming someone new. And yes, the new version of you will feel unfamiliar sometimes. You will have moments where you miss the old patterns, not because they were good, but because they were familiar. You will have moments where consistency feels boring. You will have moments where discipline feels heavy. You will have moments where you want to fall back into what's easy. But I'm telling you, in those moments, choose the future, because the future you're praying for is built by the choices you make when nobody is clapping. It is built by the boundaries you keep when you feel lonely. It is built by the habits you maintain when your emotions fluctuate. It is built by the quiet obedience that nobody sees but heaven records. And I will be with you in the quiet. I will be with you on the hard days. I will be with you when you feel strong and when you feel weak. I will be with you when you don't know what to do next. Because you don't need to know the whole path. You only need to stay close to me. Now hear me clearly as we close this message. You are not going into 2026 begging. You are going into 2026 building. You are not going into 2026 panicking. You are going into 2026 trusting. You are not going into 2026 chasing people. You are going into 2026 choosing peace. You are not going into 2026 confused. You are going into 2026 with clarity. You are not going into 2026 ashamed. You are going into 2026 forgiven, healed, and free. And I know you've been tired. I know you've been disappointed. I know you've been carrying silent pressure. But listen, child, tired does not cancel destiny. A bad season does not cancel calling. A delay does not cancel promise. Rejection does not cancel favor. Loss does not cancel restoration. So don't you dare let one chapter convince you the book is over. It's not over. It's turning. And what I'm about to write next will be better than what you thought you lost. Now, I want you to seal this message with a simple prayer in your heart. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to sound religious. Just be honest. Say, God, I receive your restoration. God, heal me where I'm tired. God, guide me where I'm unsure. God, close the doors that are not for me. God, open the doors that are assigned to me. God, teach me how to build and not break. And as you pray that, I will answer. Not always instantly in a way that impresses your eyes, but consistently in a way that rebuilds your life. You will look back and realize I was arranging things while you were sleeping. You will realize I was protecting you while you were confused. You will realize I was preparing you while you felt hidden. You will realize I was working even when you felt nothing. And when the restoration shows up, you will know it wasn't luck. It wasn't coincidence. It wasn't good timing. It was my hand. Now listen closely, because I am going to speak one final thing over you before you go. In 2026, you will not only receive back what you lost, you will receive what you never had. Some of you lost love, and I will give you healthy love. Some of you lost peace, and I will give you unshakable peace. Some of you lost money, and I will give you wisdom that multiplies. Some of you lost confidence, and I will give you identity. Some of you lost time, and I will give you acceleration. Some of you lost your voice, and I will give you authority. Some of you lost yourself, and I will give you purpose. Because restoration is not just returning you to where you were, it is bringing you to where you were always meant to be. So stop thinking small. Stop speaking defeat. Stop preparing for disappointment. Stop expecting the worst. You're not cursed. You're not forgotten. You're not behind. You are being positioned, and the shift is closer than you think. Now I want you to hold on to this one instruction as the video ends. When you wake up tomorrow, do one thing that honors the future you asked me for. One thing. It could be cleaning one area. It could be writing one plan. It could be sending one email. It could be drinking water and taking a walk. It could be deleting what distracts you. It could be setting one boundary. It could be starting one lesson. It could be applying for one opportunity. It could be forgiving one person in your heart. One thing. Because one thing done consistently becomes a new life. And the moment you start doing that, you're no longer waiting on restoration. You're walking into it. Now, if this message touched you, don't just keep it to yourself. Hit like on this video so it can reach the person who's been crying in silence, thinking they're forgotten. And if you're new here, subscribe, because these messages are not here to entertain you. They are here to build you. And before you go, I want you to write it in the comments. 777. Let it be your declaration that you are stepping into 2026 with faith, with focus, and with the courage to receive what God is restoring. Now go with peace, go with strength, go with clarity, go with discipline, go with joy. And remember, child, I am already in your future, and I am making a way where you thought there was no way. And I need you to remember this too, because some of you are going to step off this video and the world will try to talk you out of what you just felt. The noise will come back, the doubts will try to return, the old voice will whisper, "That was just emotion." But I am telling you, it wasn't just emotion, it was alignment. It was a moment of truth cutting through the fog. So don't let the next distraction steal what I planted in you right now. Protect this word like a seed. Water it with prayer, guard it with discipline, feed it with obedience. Because seeds don't look like forests at first, but they carry everything a forest needs. And you, child, are carrying more than you realize. You are carrying the courage to start again. You are carrying the strength to finish what you begin. You are carrying the wisdom to choose better. You are carrying the patience to build properly. You are carrying the humility to stay teachable. You are carrying the fire to rise. So when you feel that old fear trying to pull you back, answer it with truth. I am not going back. I am not shrinking. I am not settling. I am not surviving. I am building. I am healing. I am becoming. And I am receiving what God promised. Because in 2026, I will not just see restoration around me, I will become restoration. My life will be proof. My peace will be proof. My consistency will be proof. My results will be proof. Now go. Walk into your next step with your head up and your spirit steady. And every time you're tempted to doubt, come back to this declaration you made today. 77.